Hey Saber fans, Darth Alice here again, and I'm excited to show you my freshly finished set of Ahsoka Tano curved lightsabers. This here is a personal set that I've had for a while, and I've been waiting on the right tech to be able to install these. These sabers came out about the time, or actually shortly after Ahsoka Rebels came out, as I've been working with oval pipe for a very long time and finally came up with a way to curve it instead of having to chop it out of a big block of aluminum like ones that came after these. This set is made with 1/8 of an inch thick aircraft grade aluminum wall that I figured out a way to finally again create a nice ellipse to create this shape and this look. Another mechanical thing that happens from there is all of this right here is laser engraved. It's a real deep engraving to get a deep side panel on both sabers. All the parts that you see, the emitter, the front end, the shrouds, this section, all of these pieces I made all with manual machining here instead of mass production with CNC. So everything you're looking at are all handcrafted pieces that I've adapted to this and made myself. Another neat thing too is I based the powder coat off what you see right on Disney Rebels because I wanted the colors to match exactly what is represented by the cartoon, what the colors are supposed to be. I know you see a lot of these in different colors, both of them gray, so on and so forth, but again, I'm going right off of Disney's color chart to be able to achieve this. This is a real dark gray metallic, and I put a real fine polish on this powder coat to be able to just have a strong glossy finish when it's done. Some of the details, as you can see, a real copper inset here for this piece. These ring pieces, the back pommel, it's slightly different than a lot of the ones that you see on the market. This one, I designed this right from, again, seeing the show and just my interpretation by placing a control box here. Because to me it made the most sense when you see the way Ahsoka wields these sabers, and this is the left hand or the offhand saber. She reverse wields it so you've got the emitter facing backwards. So that gives perfect access on this set right to the control and ignition buttons. So I set it up in such a way where it made sense to me from an ergonomic standpoint. The build itself contains a full 3D printed chassis system that I helped Goth over at 3D design that for my oval series a few years ago, and it's just such a good chassis system that it's been adapted many times over. The electronics are a full igniter system by a Naigon electronic system. It is a igniter igniter 3 R5 with Realswing V2. The wiring is all military spec 24, 26, and 30 gauge. For the front end, I've got a 1.3 millimeter recharge port. And I also, anytime that people purchase this type of saber from me, I always throw the adapter in too, so it'll hook into a 2.1 millimeter like you use on most sabers. The front end has the custom saber shop's 11 pin connectors for your string blades. And the blade plugs that I built, these also have a little string blade built into them too, a little string LED in there. So that way they match what you see with the saber itself. Here, let's pull these out. Yeah, it always takes a little time just to demonstrate one saber, so I'm just going to show you a couple fonts on these. I want to give a big thanks to Sheen Mosharef for designing this font originally a few years ago right from Rebels. And as no one else at the time had any kind of an Ahsoka font, this is one I used. With the NEC download for the config editor, you can take any font and add Realswing fonts to it. So that way each saber has like 20 different low swing fonts to be able to give it that whole motion sound. Here, let's put the blade in the other one too. There we go. Boot up. Here, let's pull this back a little bit. We can see really, because these blades are quite long on here. A big shout out and thank you to Nathan Barnes of Wild Space Outpost for the RGBW blades. There we go. I'm going to move this further back. And they turned out a lot brighter than I expected, actually, to be honest with you. Let's see this other one fired up too. There we go. That was not tight enough, I guess. We're fully in there. Yeah, there we go. How's that looking? Okay, it has blanked the film out a little bit. Let's turn this one off. Wow. Okay. Now this is another neat effect you can do with a white blade. I love some of the effects, and this one out of a few you can choose from out of the standard fonts. This one I tuned it again to use white as a primary, but also blue and green to be able to treat the white plasma blade. Lock up. Then I think that's so cool. So there we go, Saber fans. Once again, I thank you for watching. This is Darth Alice, and may the Force be with you always.